Signal, they're off and running. She jumped with them on the outside. Comedy Court away quickly. Gold Amp near the inside. Comedy Court and Manor High Miss are pushing forward. So's Royal Snip. You'll probably ease back on Comedy Court. There's good speed up in front as Katango pushes up on the inside. About 3 or 4 of them duelling for the front. Katango led now from Gold Amp and Royal Snip Court 3 out. A length and a half further back in the race. Comedy Court on the outside of Co-Dancer. Manor High Miss 3 out. 2 to Love of Georgia, followed by Move and Pick and Star Lily. 700 metres to go down the side. Katango just in front of Royal Snip. The outside, a length further back is Gold Amp, followed by Manor High Miss. Comedy Court 5th behind them, 2 lengths off them. 2 to Love of Georgia. Co-Dancer the fence from Star Lily and Move and Pick as they bunch up at the 450 metre mark now. On the inside, Katango, Manor High Miss and Gold Amp in the middle. They just got away 2 lengths in front of Comedy Court, given a crack with a whip going around at Love of Georgia. Katango being tackled by Gold Amp on the turn. Manor High Miss a length off and 2 then to Comedy Court, who's got a job to do. Straightening up now, and at Gold Amp put its head in front of Katango. Manor High Miss is wider out, followed by Comedy Court. It's Gold Amp in front. Comedy Court starting to get home hard. Gold Amp in front. Comedy Court lifting near the line. Gold Amp hangs on. Gold Amp and nose Comedy Court. 2 away, 3rd Katango, a gap then Manor High Miss from Love of Georgia. Move and Pick picked up a few, a gap Royal Snip, Star Lily and Co-Dancer.
Winner, number 6, Gold Amp, $22 the win, $4 the place, 1 Comedy Court, 110, third 9 Katango, 260, Correctly at the Coast, 13.12.
Local victory there was 6 Gold Amp, $21 and $4.20. Well done to all concerned. 1 Comedy Court, 110 and 9 Katango, 250.
And the winning number is number 6 Gold Amp. The Canberra filly has got the photo, number 6 Gold Amp. She's just got in. Number 6 Gold Amp over Comedy Court, who's just missed. She was starting to lift again late. And 3rd goes to number 9 Katango, who made the pace up on the inside. 6.19 and 111.5. 6.19. Well, interesting race. She was 3 lengths off them and hard-ridden turning in Comedy Court. And Gold Amp had got up to Katango. Manor High Miss looked some sort of fleeting hope out wide, but then Gold Amp had a lead with Comedy Court. She really started to rally, but she's missed about a short half head to a half head, but she was struggling with the weight, and 3 to 4 lengths off them, 4th on the home turn, going nowhere. Gold Amp had got to Katango. Manor High Miss wider out. And just after it got the front here, Gold Amp, it started to get tired, and Comedy Court, although beaten, far from disgraced.
Right, moving in at Newcastle. Riding edition at Ramwick, race 4, number 9, Subway, is to be ridden by Brent Stanley.
Triple S.
Half head the winning margin, Mooney Valley, 1.5, a half hit by 1.5. And the tote, 6.19, Gold Amp, $22 and $4. 1 Comedy Court, $1.10. 9 Katango, $2.60. Quinella, $18.70, Exacta, $69.30. And the 6.19 Trifecta, $532.90.
Now the update for...
Racing in the 3rd here at Randwick, high rolling from the inside is one of the early leaders with Hellenic Prince, and going up very swiftly, Power and Motion. Loring is not far away, and here comes Kiss booting through looking for the lead, and settling it's Kissed from Power and Motion, and in 3rd position, high rolling, Hellenic Prince is 4th, followed by Loring on the outside. 2 lengths further back is Steel Point on the inside of Heather, and the rank outsider in the field, Carrickmore, is last as they leave the 700 behind them. Power and Motion about 3/4 to a length on Kissed, and Loring in 3rd spot. High rolling on the inside is 4th, then Hellenic Prince. Steel Point parked on the inside of Heather, and Carrickmore brings up the rear with 500 metres left to go, and Power and Motion will head around the Randwick turn with a lead of 3/4 of a length on Kissed. A length and a half. 3rd in the event is Loring, followed by High Rolling, popping off the rails now. Steel Point over on the inside, and then Hellenic Prince, Carrickmore, and Heather Stone Motherless last. Down to the 200, Kiss got past Power and Motion. High Rolling overhauling the pair, and Steel Point getting a lovely split, and then Hellenic Prince, the top weight. High Rolling hits the lead. About 75 to go. High Rolling in full flight. Kissed 2nd, and then Hellenic Prince, but it's all High Rolling. What a model of consistency. High Rolling beat Kissed and Hellenic Prince. Steel Point, followed by Heather, Power and Motion, Carrickmore, and Loring was a distant last. Big performance under the weight. Very, very good racehorse.
1 High Rolling to pay $4.60 and $1.60. 2nd to 6 Kissed, $4.90, and 3rd 5 Hellenic Prince, $1.60.
Proving too good in the Intellicon handicap number 1 at $4.70 and $1.90. 6 Kissed will be 2nd. It'll pay $5.90, and number 5 will be 3rd, Hellenic Prince. $1.60. Yes, those numbers are official. 165. The exotics, Quinella, 67.90. Exacta, $86.10. The trifecta, $591.20. He's only had the 13 starts high rolling. His racing career's been well documented. He's had in the earlier part of his career no luck at all. He was injured and he had all problems of different types, but he's really come of age now, and this is his 4th win. He's had 2 seconds, 13 starts, and he won today in a convincing manner by half a length, lumping the 58.5. With a neck between 2nd and 3rd, he's run 1:10.65. The sectionals, the first 600, 34.58, and the last 600, 36.07. He's by snippets from Woman of Valour, a 3-year-old chestnut colt trained by Gay Waterhouse, who's currently overseas. Holidaying, she'll be back on Tuesday, and her mum Val is a part owner with Gay of High Rolling, also Stan Fisman, Neil Gamble, and of course Radio 2UE's Alan Jones. Congratulations to all owners. Okay.
Okay, it'll be good to get a bit of cash in their pockets there. It's 2:14, the National Racing Service, Triple SFM, race number.
6 runners leave the gate well, and one of the best out is Chalet Ami. Bounced in front out towards the centre here, settling. Spine Tingler showing speed, followed by My Fancy, and further back Winsong Dancer. Nazmar and Tickle Myers last of all. First turn, and going quickly Chalet Ami around Spine Tingler. On that first turn, Chalet Ami about a neck in front of Spine Tingler, 2 to Winsong Dancer. Nazmar 4th in the centre, on the inside My Fancy, and outside it is Tickle My. Tickle My now going forward out a little deep as they drop the speed a little in front. 1,000 to go, and the leader is Chalet Ami. But Tickle My, the favourite, is striding up on the outside from the back of the 6 runners and goes up outside Chalet Ami. Winsong Dancer's pushed up in the middle, and the favourite working 3 wide. So it's Chalet Ami, Winsong Dancer, and Tickle My is now caught out 3 deep. 2 lengths, Spine Tingler running 4th, 1 to Nazmar with a drop on the leaders, and 2 to My Fancy last of all. 650 metres to go, Winsong Dancer in the centre, Chalet Ami the fence, and Tickle My's been working on the outside on the apprentice rider. 1.5 lengths into Spine Tingler. Nazmar running into it 5th the outside, and 3 or 4 to My Fancy. Chalet Ami in front, Winsong Dancer struggling. Tickle My is second, a length further back Nazmar. Then Spine Tingler on the inside. It's Tickle My the outside going up to Chalet Ami. 2 to Nazmar from Winsong Dancer and Spine Tingler. Tickle My took the lead at the 250 metre mark. Nazmar after it from Chalet Ami. It's Nazmar going after Tickle My. Tickle My a half in front. Nazmar's had the better run. Starting to pick up. The leader is finding a bit. Tickle My just in front of Nazmar. Tickle My and Nazmar hit it. Tickle My wins it a nose, Nazmar. 3 away, 3rd, Winsong Dancer. Behind those, Chalet Ami, followed by Spine Tingler. My Fancy last of all.
Winner 3, Tickle My, 250, 140. 1, Nazmar, 260. No third, 2, Winsome Dancer. Margins the Gold Coast, 4 lengths, 3/4, 127.25.
Run getting to the...
Number 3 was the winner, Tickle My, to pay 250, 150. 1, Nazmar, 220, and 2, Winsong Dancer, no third.
Number 3. 3 getting the photo, Tickle My from number 1, Nazmar, and 2, Winsong Dancer is third. 3, 1, and 2. 3, 1, and 2. That's a tough win. Went from the back of the field of the 1100 and had to scout 3 off the fence for the entire trip. Was entitled to get beaten in the straight, but found a bit under young Nolan, just to stave off the challenge of Nazmar right to the line. And Tickle My has taken race number 4. Peter Hayes getting the photo finish by a nose in the first, but the last 2 races he's been beaten around a half a head, with Comedy Court in the 3rd and Nazmar just going down there in race 4. There's the action on the big screen.
Oh, so it's 3-1.
They're off this time. Lovely start, and Dillis is the early leader from I Spy, commencing pretty well. Was Capitalism. Alizari's not far away, and the same can be said for Merry Wives as they sort themselves out. Marty's Magic drifting back a little as they come along past the 1250, and then Beauty Bell, Venticello, and last of all is Subway to the course proper now. And Dillis is the leader from I Spy. Capitalism a trifle wide in the 3rd position. Merry Wives is racing next in the middle. Alizari's over on the inside, and then Marty's Magic around Beauty Bell, Venticello next to last, and Subway's last. 800 metres to go, and Dillis with Craig Carmody in the Australian Jockey Club colours leads out by 3/4 of a length on I Spy. Capitalism running 3rd. Alizari over on the inside, and then comes Merry Wives, who's on the back of Capitalism almost. From Marty's Magic, Beauty Bell on her inside, 2 or 3 lengths to Venticello and 2.5 to Subway. They're on the corner now, and Dillis, the leader from the word go, swings a half length clear on I Spy. First up since March, I Spy. Capitalism Capitalism a length away third. And then comes Merry Wives, who's hunted hard to try and pick up the bit in case the run comes. But I Spy got past Dillis Capitalism. And now Beauty Bell warming up from Merry Wives. Venticello wide out, then Marty's Magic. It's I Spy in front. On the outside, coming at it, Beauty Bell. I Spy grabbed by Beauty Bell. Beauty Bell beat I Spy, Marty's Magic and Venticello from Merry Wives. Further back then, Dillis Capitalism didn't run on, and the last two were Alizari and Subway. Well, she's done it again. Stand by for placings.
Number 6 there, Beauty Bell to return 690 and 180. 5, I Spy, 420 and 3, Marty's Magic, 210, treble 116, $121.80. Back to Ian.
No numbers up, though, after race 4. There they go now, 6, 5 and 3. And the winner, Beauty Bell, trained by Stephen Engelbrecht from his Warwick Farm stables for the Kelly family of New Haven Park Stud, JW, Mrs. SF, and a TWJ Kelly by Ideal Planet from Electric Bell. A brown mare, a 4-year-old, ridden by Johnny Marshall. She scored at Rose Hill at a start prior to today on the 27th of November. And this was only her 3rd run back from a spell, so she's really come back in fantastic fashion, Beauty Bell. Number 5 is second, I Spy, ridden by Darren Beasley. First up since March, so that was a very good performance. And number 3, Marty's Magic, 3rd, ridden by Clary Connor, trained by Clary Connors, ridden by Chrissy Muntz there. We're waiting for the 4th, 5th and 6th to come up. The time was 1:23.16. 1:23.16 compares quite favourably with the race record of 1:22.69. Exotic Deep.
Magic Pursuer is away quickly from the outside, going forward now as Royal Centurac when they settle down. Coming down towards the winning post, and the leader is Sergris from Stoic Jester and Nautilism over on the inside. Magic Pursuer just behind those as Sergris takes up the lead from Royal Centurac and Joe Bananas 3 out. Around the outside of one man out, followed by Drinking. Then Hobart, who got his head up now from Blue Gum, followed on the inside by further back in the race. Then came Il Moget, and No Mystery has gone back to the tail of the field, and back about third last as they head down the back as Mighty Ming. Inside the 1,500 metre mark, Sergris takes up the lead, slows them in front now from Nautilism, and Joe Bananas having no luck, he's wide, and he's going to go around the outside shortly and probably get up to be second as he goes forward now with Nautilism third on the outside of Magic Pursuer. 2 to Stoic Jester running 5th, a length further back Drinking. Royal Centurac 2 further back in the race. Then came one man out who's tracking up on the outside of Mighty Ming, and further back in the race then came Il Moget, No Mystery well back with Blue Gum. Along the back of the track at the 1,000 metre mark, Sergris a length in front of Joe Bananas. Over on the inside, Magic Pursuer third, 4th the outside Nautilism, 2 further back Stoic Jester on the outside of Drinking, a length and a half to 2 further back is Hobart. Royal Centurac the inside, No Mystery 3 deep around one man out. They're followed further back in the field now by Blue Gum. Third last in the race is Mighty Ming, and last of all is Il Moget. 700 metres to go. Sergris a half, Joe Bananas. Nautilism has gone up 3 on the outside, and here comes putting in a run right off the track. No Mystery going with it, one man out, and they've got No Mystery out 6 and 7 wide. Hobart pushing forward. Further back in the race then Joe Bananas, who's outside Sergris. On the inside then Magic Pursuer, then Blue Gum running on. On the turn they race 500 to go. Sergris from Joe Bananas, Nautilism and No Mystery deep around Hobart. Magic Pursuer trying to get out behind these leaders. Then further back Drinking. It's Joe Bananas hitting the front in the straight now from Sergris, and now Magic Pursuer is out. Joe Bananas in front. Magic Pursuer pecking it back from Sergris. Joe Bananas just in front. Magic Pursuer late. No, Joe Bananas just wins ahead on the line, Magic Pursuer. I reckon No Mystery grabbed third on the outside, ahead of Sergris, just behind them Royal Centurac. Then Hobart, followed further back by Mighty Ming, the outside Blue Gum. Then Drinking from Il Moget, Nautilism, one man out, and Stoic Jester last of all.
7 Joe Bananas, 5.40, 2.10, 3 Magic Pursuer, 3.10, 6 No Mystery, $1.60.
It's a photo. The judge called
7 Joe Bananas, 6.20, 2 even, 3 Magic Pursuer, 3.10, and possibly 6 for third there. And that will return No Mystery, 160.
3. And third goes to number 6, No Mystery, Peter Merton, 7, 3 and 6. 7, 3, 6 and the time of 2.8. 7, 3, 6. Winning move by Steve Baster, going up to the 1,400 metre mark when he went forward on this fellow and got up outside Cerberus. And that's where he's got to the lead. Magic Pursuit getting out late has just missed, has missed about a short head. And,
right at the barrier, Newcastle, Gold Coast, 6.
They're off this time. Assertive Lad jumped out very quickly, so did Pembleton. Gamesman showing plenty of early pace and settling down Folsham Street is not far away. The same for Cocktail Hour, and 2 lengths further back Dane Full, followed on the inside by Inspire, then Playful Prince and Monty Fina. A length further back comes Massive, second last Mr. Crown, and Critical Time is last of all. Pembleton through on the inside to lead Assertive Lad, 5:50 to go. 3 to Cocktail Hour, Gamesman, followed by Folsham Street, and 2.5 further back Inspire. And Monty Fino's run right out off the track as they straighten up, and Pembleton and Assertive Lad, the 2 favourites, stride for stride. And as they come to the 250, Pembleton, Assertive Lad, they lead 3 lengths. Folsham Street followed by Gamesman and Cocktail Hour. Assertive Lad's got his neck in front of Pembleton. Matthew Carl's had to go for the whip on the Canberra horse as Assertive Lad is holding him, and then Folsham Street, but Assertive Lad, oh, he ducked in a bit, but he's coming away now from Pembleton, and Assertive Lad, 2 out of 2. Pembleton second, Inspire third, then Folsham Street followed by Critical Time, Mr. Crown, and then Massive, Playful Prince followed by Dane Full, and then Gamesman, a good margin off to Cocktail Hour, and Monty Fino was back at the tail of the field.
On the Super Tab there, the winner number 2, Assertive Lad, to pay 280, in fact, 280 and 150. 1 Pembleton, 150. Stand by for third.
$2.70, $1.40. Pembleton, number 1, has paid $1.30. Inspire will be third, number 6, to pay $2.70. Those numbers are Semaphore, 2, 1 and 6. Quinella, 2.30. Exacta, 4.80. Trifecta, 29.30.
6 Inspire on Super Tab to pay 220.
Stages, Assertive Lad, he got past Pembleton reasonably well at about the 150, and he just ducked in a shade about 40 metres to go, but no harm done whatsoever, and he was much too good, Assertive Lad. Well, it's 2 out of 2 for Assertive Lad. He certainly asserted his superiority over Pembleton here this afternoon, and Assertive Lad, another winner for the Gay Waterhouse stable, winning earlier with High Rolling, and this particular gelding is by Sedative from Som Sound, raced by Gay and her mum Valerie, and also Mrs. Y.M. Smith. Chris Muntz aboard today with Shane Dye, of course, on the sidelines through suspension. And Assertive Lad scored from number 1, Pembleton, Matthew Carl, and number 6, third, Inspire, Dan Beasley. The 4th went to 10, Folsham Street. The Quinella here at 2.30, exact at 4.80, 29.30 trifecta. Margins, 2 lengths, 1 length, 59.09, 59.09, well outside the race record of 57.77 to Dan Speed's credit. And the sectionals 423.37, 635.72.
Racing, out in a good line. Walk on Ice down on the inside. Mustang Red began well with Storm Rebel and the Mambo Prince from Jim Jim. They're out a length and a half in front of the early point from Swift Encounter, and Dacos pushing up in the middle. Swords drawn inside it from Hot Taste, Carp Denied, another chance. Around that first turn they go. And Walk on Ice, the inside was Storm Rebel. They slap on a bit of pace and lead out 2.5 now to Mustang Red, a length and a half, Jim Jim. 2 lengths further back, Swift Encounter, 3 wide. Around the Mambo Prince on the inside, Dacos, 2 lengths, Hot Taste, Swords Drawn. 2 to Captain Knight, another chance. Down the back of the 950. And these two having a bit of a battle up in front. Walk on Ice, the inside, and Storm Rebel. 3 lengths to Mustang Red, a length, Jim Jim, a length and a half, Swift Encounter. Dacos, 6th, the rail, a half, Mambo Prince, 2 lengths further back, Swords Drawn. Outside at Hot Taste, and 2 to Captain Knight, another chance. As they go to the 600-metre mark, it's Storm Rebel just in front now from Walk on Ice under pressure. Mustang Red is now eased out, and Swift Encounter went around it with Jim Jim. 2 lengths further back in the race, Dacos running on from the Mambo Prince. Captain Knight, Swords Drawn, Hot Taste, and another chance. Up before the turn, 4.50 out. Storm Rebel joined now by Mustang Red. Swift Encounter a half a ways at a tough run. They're 2.5 Dacos, and further back in the race, Jim Jim. It's Mustang Red getting its head in front of Storm Rebel turning. Then Swift Encounter followed by Dacos. Mustang Red the leader at the 150 from Swift Encounter. Dacos starting to get home hard in the middle. Dacos getting up to Mustang Red. Swords Drawn wider out. Dacos took the lead. Swords Drawn flies at it. Or close. Oh, look, little in this. Swords Drawn has lunged at Dacos right on the line. Mustang Red is third. Behind them, Hot Taste, Storm Rebel. Another chance, and further back, Jim, the Captainite, the Mambo Prince, Walk on Ice, Swift Encounter. This is very close.
If it's 5 Swords Drawn, 762.40, 2 Dacos, $6.190 for third, 3 Mustang Red, 140.
Swords Drawn getting...
Okay, 5 Swords Drawn, if it gets the verdict there, at 772.40, 2 Dacos, if it happened to get it, 581.80, and 3 Mustang Red, $1.30. 5's got it.
Right on the line, Swords Drawn has dived and has got the photo. Over 2 Dacos and number 3 Mustang Red, 523. 523 has come from a long way off them on the turn. And the Swords Drawn has got to Dacos, who in turn had got the upper hand from Mustang Red. And in a very tight finish, Swords Drawn has lunged at Dacos right on the post.
Correct weight at the Gold Coast on 126. Moonee Valley on 5, 2 and
12 Obscenic, 15, 13 Portland Patches, 64 and 14 Seneca View, 71 with selections there, 1 from 3 and 4.
They're off. Tricove a little slowly into stride, and the same for Chinoy. And Huge Demand is the early leader from Bahnhof Zoo, and So Precise and Mastery's up looking for the lead. Then Mushtak and Verino, followed by Georgie Boy, a length to Chinoy, Final Fantasy. Then a gap set in Rosa, followed by on the outside Typhoon. Tricove and Leg Spinner next, a length and a half, then to Sorrento, followed by Dapples, Anthems, Brave Prince, Inauguration. Morphy second last, and Catapult is last. They race to the 1100, and Mastery the leader from So Precise, the New Zealander. Bahnhof Zoo, then Huge Demand, followed by Chinoy, Georgie Boy. A length to Mushtak, and then Verino, followed by Final Fantasy, Typhoon wide. A gap to Sen Rosa, Tricove, and then comes at the head of the others, Leg Spin. A gap to Dapples, and then on the extreme outside, or losing some ground there, was Sorrento, followed by Anthems likewise. A length and a half, 2 on the extreme outside, Catapult. Third last in the field, Brave Prince. Second last, Morphy, and Inauguration is last of all. They're racing towards the corner in the Villiers, and Mastery shows the way. A length on So Precise, nice and handy in third position, Huge Demand. Likewise the Kiwi, Bahnhof Zoo on the rails, then Chinoy, followed by Georgie Boy, and a gap then of a length and a half to Tricove and Final Fantasy. Down to the 200, and Huge Demand given full rein by Len Beasley, hits the front. Huge Demand from So Precise, and then Mastery, Georgie Boy and Chinoy, and Final Fantasy flashing home. He's going like a winner. Craig Carmody takes Final Fantasy clear, and Final Fantasy wins the Villiers from So Precise and Huge Demand. Then Tricove, Sorrento, and at the head of the others then came Mushtak, followed home then by Brave Prince, a gap to San Rosa, Georgie Boy, and then Chinoy, Verino, followed by Catapult, Dapples, Anthems, Leg Spin. Bahnhof Zoo pulled up quickly in the run-on, so did Typhoon, Morphy, and Inauguration Absolute.
On the Super Tab, 17, Final Fantasy, 10.74 even, 5. So Precise to return, $6.90, and 3 Huge Demand, $2.60. Daily Double, 6 and 17, $68.30.
Carmody. And on the tote in New South Wales has paid $10.60 and $3.80. Number 5, second, So Precise, has paid $6.40. And number 3 is third, Huge Demand, has paid $2.90. The Quinella, 98.20. Exacta, 187.60. And the Trifecta paid $1,034 neat. Final Fantasy is trained by Bruce Cross at Warwick Farm. For Mr. M and Mrs. D.K. Chung is by Chime Square from Fantastique, a bay gelding, a 4-year-old. 14 starts for 5 wins. And Craig Carmody jumping on Final Fantasy this afternoon, perfectly ridden, and has taken out the first prize this afternoon of $136,000. We're standing by for the fourth, and here it is, number 18. has run fourth, and that is Georgie Boy, number 18. So the pick 4 in New South Wales, 17, 5, 3 and 18.
And you boxed them both, trifecta in the 4.
Yeah, thanks, Les. We have too. It's paid $3,916.90. $3,916.90 is the margin. Thanks, Tony. Winning margin was a length and a half with a long head between second and third. The overall time was 1:35.45. 1:35.45, broken down to a first 847.44 and a last 635.84.
Getting set, Elwick.
Has paid $3,916.90 on 17, 5, 3 and 18. Okay, well, you've heard the race. There's not much more I can add. It was a perfect ride. And Final Fantasy, always promising to win a big race. He had to ride him upside down a little, the boy that was on him in the Hawkesbury Cup. He drew very, very wide. It was a good run under the circumstances, and he was just a little too good today.
Okay, more from Ian shortly.
Set their racing. Katona began very quickly out the 3 gate. Prince of Rebels went back with Blazer after the start with Southlands, Rancho Spark and Bush Outlaw pushing forward. Further out is Born Brave, followed by Sikkim Rex, Grand Bay, Zar Hero, Solid Wood Deceive. Prince of Rebels, 2 or 3 Southlands, last of all Blazer. Katana has the lead on the fence, a half length in front of Bush Outlaw. Blue Danzig's gone up 3 out, a length and a half. Rancho Spark 4th. 1 further back, Zar Hero. Born Brave, followed further back in the race there by Sikkim Rex. Grand Bay the inside from Solid Wood, Prince of Rebels. Deceive and well back in the race, Southlands and Blazer. Katana under a good hold of the turn, a half length in front now from Bush Outlaw. A length further back, Blue Danzig when they turn from Rancho Spark. On the bend, 280 metres to go. Katana 3/4 in front of, on the outside, Bush Outlaw from Rancho Spark. Zar Hero. Katana in front at the 150. Rancho Spark's looming up. Rancho Spark gets up to Katana. Bush Outlaw and then Zar Hero. Rancho Spark in front, and Rancho Spark scores nearly a length. Katana and nose third, Zar Hero. Then Solid Wood late, followed further back by Bush Outlaw. Further out Deceive. Behind those, Prince of Rebels in company with Southlands Blazer. Born Brave, Grand Bay. Blue Danzig knocked up with Sikkim Rex.
For Rancho Spark, 13.90, 3.80. 1 Katana, 1.90. 2 Zar Hero at $3.40.
Number 4, Rancho Spark, 13.60 and 3.40. 1 Katana, 1.70. 2 Zar Hero, 3.60. Daily double 7 and 4.47.30.
Here at Randwick, 5th against 4th has been upheld. The protest 5th against 4th has been upheld. The 5th horse past the line was Mushtak. They're off this time. Came out pretty well. Shad is up looking for the lead with Emigrant, and the Huge Jet jumped out of the stalls pretty quickly. And who is going to lead? It's Huge Jet narrowly from Shad and Emigrant, and a bit more than a length the Yellow King, Little Lucifer, followed closely by Flying Celebrity, Super Dane. And further back in the race comes Galileo, a length to spend, followed by Pimpala Prince, and Dino brings up the rear. At the 650, and Shad is the leader now, narrowly from Huge Jet, 2 lengths to Emigrant, Little Lucifer. Then Flying Celebrity, Super Dane from Yellow King, Galileo, Spend and Pimpala Prince, and 4 lengths to Dino. Huge Jet again drawing to Shand, and stride for stride the pair of them go round the Randwick home corner. Little Lucifer followed by Emigrant, and a gap then to Flying Celebrity, Yellow King, and further out on the track coming into the picture is Galileo with Pimpala Prince. Well, Shand is the first horse beaten, Emigrant in front, but Galileo